Hey, what's up YouTube? This video we're going to be cloning an EIS using the Key Tool Plus and a solderless adapter. And we're going to be doing it on a W211, and we're just going to pretend this one with the blue mark on it is a bad one. And we got the exact same part numbers here, 3200, 22, 13. If you look at the right side here and here, it's the same part numbers. So we're going to just be pretending this one's bad, and we're going to clone it over to this one. And we're going to be doing that with the Key Tool Plus using a solderless adapter. So first thing we'll do here, I'm just going to show you this EIS here and plug it into my platform. This is the Wexy platform. Link is going to be in the description. Feel free to check it out. I actually recommend checking it out. And here's the key. Now this EIS does work. It's not actually bad. You hear the click and it actually turns, but just let me put the microphone down here. I'm just going to do theater of the mind here, something you might see in the field. You put the key in, you hear the lock click, but it doesn't turn. So you hear the click, and we'll just pretend it doesn't turn, so we need to go ahead and clone it. And once again, theater of the mind, people. It's just using this one for an example. And just show you here on our donor. Let me plug this one in, and I just want to show you that this key right now, I'm going to put the key in, no click, no turning, because the key is not actually programmed to this one. So when we're done cloning it, this key will work without doing anything else to the key. So next thing we need to do is get our bad EIS open. We'll take our T25, get the screws out. Got our EIS out of the case, and for this job here we need, of course, the Key Tool Plus, the DB15 cable, and we need the multifunction adapter XDKP30GL, which is this right here. This allows our Key Tool Plus to be plugged into our solderless adapter. And we're going to be using this for this particular EIS's. W211 ST12 is the adapter for these. And we'll go and we'll get our EIS seated in here. All right, I've got it seated in. Hopefully the pins are lined up in the right spot here. So we'll go and we'll try to read it. And if it doesn't work, we'll just adjust it, but these usually are pretty good. So we're just plugging in our multifunction adapter into our solderless adapter. And next step here, we're gonna go ahead and hop into our Key Tool Plus. We're gonna go to Prog, Emo, Benz, and we're going to find the adapter that we're using. So this is W211 ST12. So it's going to be right here, W211 ST12. We'll select that, and we're using the adapters. We're not soldering, and we need to just read the EEPROM in the flash. So I'm going to hit read, start with the EEPROM. And it's read our EEPROM, so we'll go and we'll save it. And I'm just going to save this as YT bad W211s. This is just for YouTube here. And we'll save it. Now hit start operation again. Oops, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys, got to back out of it and hit read again. And then we're going to do flash. So we're reading the flash now. Probably should have saved that last file as EEPROM, but that's okay. I'll save this one as flash. I'll be able to tell them apart. All right, so now we got these both saved. Now we need to actually grab our donor EIS. So we've got our donor. We're going to put that into the adapter. And now we got that in the adapter. We'll go ahead and get hooked up to our multifunction adapter here. And then this is a donor. You don't really need to back this stuff up, but I'm going to go ahead and back up these files anyway just to save them so I can restore this back if I want to. So I'm just going to read the EEPROM. All right, so I've just saved the EEPROM and flash because that step's not necessary since it's a donor. What we're going to do now to actually clone this, you see on the bottom right of the Key Tool Plus here, it actually says erase. We're going to actually erase this EIS. So erase the EEPROM first. It says clearing complete. Now we're going to go ahead and erase the flash. Clearing complete. So now this is actually a blank EIS. So you guessed it. Now we're going to go to write. I'm going to write the EEPROM first. Need to select the file. And that's our EEPROM file right here, the first one we saved. And so go ahead and write this to the EIS. Writing complete. Now we need to write the flash. And writing complete. So now what we've got is two EISs that are identical as far as the programming goes. So go ahead and just get this one out of the adapter here. And we'll just put it back into the case. All right, so now we've got our donor EIS. Go ahead and plug it into the platform just to test it out here. Power. Now this is the same key that we started with. And now it's actually going to hear the click, and this will actually turn because it's now been cloned. Hear the click, and the key actually turns it because now it's identical to the one that we started with here. So we'll show you that here. Now they're both operating on the same key. All right, here's the one we started with, and this one now it's been cloned. This is ready to go back in the car. And if nothing else is wrong with the car, which on these old Mercedes is never a sure thing that nothing else is wrong, but if nothing else is, then you put this in, the car will start. So go back to the original one here, the blue dot on it. Same key now works on both here. So now so basically what we just did there is W211 from kind of older Mercedes, think like early 2000s. Has now been cloned with the Key Tool Plus and the solderless adapter. Real fast, clean, easy. Don't really have much else to add to. If you guys have any questions or comments, I can put it in the comments. And until next time, we will talk to everybody later.